Duelist Club for life.
Here's with second place's deck profile, Josh Petzinger.
Alright, yeah, so I played Pendulum, Spyral today.
That was a quote from Morgeki, man.
And I'll just talk about it as I go through it. So Spyral Engine, we got 3 agent, best combo piece, obviously you want to max out on it. With this deck, I go blind second, usually game 1. So I play 1 tough. I'd play more if I had space, but I'm already at 44 cards, so just 1 is fine. 1 drone, 1 quick fix, 1 master plan, 1 sleeper, 1 last resort. So standard Spyral Engine. I experimented with cutting this for a while because it's not as good going second. Like it's a brick card, but the way it works out usually is when you break their board and you drop the sleeper, you can use its effect. But if you don't have the last resort, you can't target itself and keep it that way. So you need more Spyral cards to sack off for it in the next turn.
Yeah.
So I had to add this back in just because
it's so good.
Yeah, it never goes. I play like 10 hand traps here, but it's never you drop a hand trap and then win turn 2. You drop a hand trap and then you get hand trapped, and then it just turns into like a really low resource grind game. And without this, like you lose your sleeper a lot faster, so you gotta play that.
Yeah.
Pendulum Engine, 3 Dark Worm, and then the 1 Supreme King Gate to search off of it.
Yeah.
So when this is in the graveyard, it special summons itself, and whenever it's summoned, it searches this. So that's what that's for. I play Foolish Burial, triple pen call to get this in the graveyard, and it's good because this is a scale 0, and so you can pendulum summon the drone and the quick fix.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Are you running Gofu?
I'm not running Gofu. I don't have space, and I especially don't have space in the extra deck.
How many cards are you at?
I run 44. So got this here, and you can also place this in the scale. And this effect can just place this right in the scale from the deck. But you can only pendulum summon dark monsters after that. But if you have an all pendulum hand, the 1-card scale can be pretty nice.
Yeah.
So we got that. Then double Joker, double harmonizing, double poison, and black fang for the rest of the pendulums.
Would you say that's the best ratio for the pendulums?
Definitely. This isn't all like my idea. I can't take credit for it, but I forget his name, but he topped YCS San Diego with Spyral Magicians, and this was his ratio, and he said that this was perfect, and I experimented with it. I went to more, I went to less, but it really is like the best ratio here because you can resolve pen call pretty consistently. Every now and then, I kind of wish I had another one of this, but there's just not space for it, so this is good enough.
Yeah.
Alright, and then hand traps, Maxi, double Ogre, double Ash, triple Reaper.
Would you say triple Reaper is the best way to go into this format?
If you're blind second, going first, then yeah, I think you should main Reaper.
Are the Ogres that helpful?
These are okay. I don't have a 3rd Ash, so these are kind of substitutes for that. I don't like Droll, though, because, what is it, Gamma's running around, and if you Droll somebody and they Gamma you, you pretty much lose, because they're going to make an Omega, so you lost the hand trap, another card, then you have to deal with a Spiral combo with only 4 cards in hand, and that's pretty much impossible.
So why 2 Ash Blossoms and why 2 Ghost Ogres?
I only have 2.
Why 2 Ghost Ogres?
Just, okay, so I did the math. So if I'm going to blind going second, you want to open at least 1 hand trap. So like this on a Helix, this on a Helix, this, it's all enough to at least like stall them to where you can set up your stuff. And so the best ratio I could come up with within the confines of the space that I had is 10 going second cards. And so I didn't want Droll, so I needed more going second cards, so that's what the Ogre's for.
So why don't you like Drolls?
Because the Gammas.
Just because of that?
Yeah, that's the only reason. Because the Gamma interaction, you'll lose games if you Droll at the wrong time. And I feel like if you Droll them after they already have a monster, then it's too late. And the other thing with Droll is, if they like terraforming and add resort and you Droll them, they haven't lost anything, they still have all of their cards. So if they Droll you back the next turn, they haven't lost anything, so they're just going to go off turn 3, and you're not going to be able to do anything about it.
Did you ever want to play Gammas, actually?
Yeah, I might. I'm thinking about switching them out. We'll see how it goes, but just for today at locals, I played Dark Hole Raigeki, just as the 9th and 10th going second card, just because I knew Trey was running anti-meta today, and I knew there was some ABC floating around. Yeah, so I was maining because I knew what people were playing, but I wouldn't main these under normal circumstances. And then one-ofs, 1-for-1, Foolish, just one big red.
Ooh.
Foolish is really good to combo with the Dark Worm, obviously, and 1-for-1, you know, it's just...
Too good.
Yeah, so when you open 1-for-1, there's a combo where you can end with Firewall, Helix, Sleeper... Okay, no, Firewall, Helix, Proxy, and your choice of a rank 4 or Sleeper, so you can make Bagooska, Tornado Dragon, whatever, and this really helps facilitate that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the 3 Terraforming, or the 3 Spiral Resort, obviously. Card's too good.
Too good.
And then we play triple Pen Call
Yeah.
and 1 Duelist Alliance to search it. So since I'm playing 44 cards, I really wanted to see Pen Call as much as possible, so I added this in because I calculated the probability online. Obviously, I didn't do it myself, but it's actually more consistent to play 44 and a 4th copy than it would be to play like 43 and a 3rd copy, or in just 3.
Yeah.
And also, you open up with a Pendulum monster in your hand about 85-90% of the time, so this should hardly ever be dead. You'll always have something to use with that. And it was pretty good. I mean, it sucks, like Pendulum Call is the only thing you search, so sometimes it can...
Be a dead draw?
Yeah, it can be a dead draw if you already have Pen Call, but you can just activate this, search another one, and discard it for this.
Deck
if you
thin.
have to. Yeah, deck thin a little bit. So I'm not convinced if I want to keep this in or not, but it was pretty good. And then just the 1 rescue for the trap.
Yep.
And then so extra deck, it's pretty standard. So we go 2 double Helix. I was borrowing some cards, so I don't have one, or I don't have a second one.
Scrub.
And then 1 Proxy, 1 Decode, 1 Akashic Magician, 1 Borreload Dragon, and 1 Firewall Dragon.
Oh, those
So,
look really nice.
yeah. So Borreload, like not much to say there. Firewall, obviously. And yeah, Akashic's pretty good because I side Kaijus, so you can just like Kaiju them, Akashic it back, Kaiju them again. It's pretty good. I don't go into it that often, but yeah. And then for the rank 4s, Bagooska, Trapeze, Tornado, Utopia, and Utopia the Lightning. This is really good. I love this. I'd never go into this card.
How helpful is this?
It's pretty good. So
Ever helped you win games?
yeah, so something you can do is if you get drolled, like, or they ask your Pen Call, or let's say you activate Pen Call, discard the Dark Worm, and then they droll you when you add the cards to hand, you can just summon this back and then normal summon or special summon your agent and make a rank 4, most likely Bagooska. And that's, I just think, is a really powerful play that you can do under droll that a normal Spyral build may not be able to do unless they have agent and tough. They would have to call it right and then summon the agent and then normal and tough to be able to do that. But so it's a lot easier to play under droll with this deck, so that's nice. So this comes in handy a lot. But yeah, that's all for the rank 4s. I probably wouldn't play this again though. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in for it. I have a regional coming up next week, and since I main the Reapers, I'll probably just like cut this for a ABC Dragon Buster just to have some more coverage with the Reapers.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, but Utopia is really good. This outs a lot of stuff.
Except Eater of Millions.
Yeah. And then Synchros, we got Omega and Ignister. This is usually the best thing to make because when you Pendulum summon, sometimes you'll be Pendulum summoning agents, like Spyral stuff, along with the Harmonizing. And so if you have enough to do the Spyral combo, like you have Agent, Tough, or something, and then the Harmonizing, you can just make Omega, just banish it, leave your opponent with 1 less card, and then use the 2 Spyral monsters to do your Link stuff and go off with the combo, and then this just recurs itself, so that's really good. And then Ignister is just really nice because it's an out to pretty much everything that you need an out to.
Yeah.
And then last card I play is Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. So this is like the biggest synergy within the deck. So Harmonizing is a 1 card this. And so what happens is all you need is 1 Spyral monster as long as you can Pendulum summon. And another thing is you can Pendulum summon this from your hand, so this is never dead inside your hand. It's actually not even bad to draw it if you have scales, but let's say you Pendulum summon Agent and Harmonizing. Harmonizing can bring out whatever, most likely this. In a normal like Spyral deck, if you only have the 1 Spyral monster, you can't combo off, but with this you can just tribute these.
Fusion summon.
Yeah, to summon this. And this copies monsters' effects and their name as well, so you can copy any Spyral card, like even on the field you can just copy Agent and then you have 2 Spyral monsters and you can link and do your combo that way, so that adds synergy. And yeah, the Pendulum summon is just really nice. Like The pure Spyral deck is good because it's really streamlined. Like, it does the one combo and that's it, and like just funnels everything into doing that one combo, and that's really good. But this deck, while it might be slightly less consistent, it has a much higher power ceiling because you can end with stuff like Omega beside it. And I've made boards where I had Helix, Firewall, Baguska, just a lot of stuff. Like, the power ceiling in this deck is really high.
How does your deck deal with like Rogue and such?
Yeah, you usually got to relegate that to the side deck. Like, this is built pretty much for the Spyral mirror. So yeah, in Rogue I usually side this stuff out, but these hand traps are not bad either against Rogue. But yeah, I'm not going to show you guys side deck because it's going to change like depending on where you're at. But yeah, that is pretty much the deck.
Okay.
Alright.
See ya.
Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.